All that.
That's the way your bone look, man. One good, one bad. This for a tail injection, that's what killed me right there. Took my life. Could never have that again. Y'all stay tuned.
Hey, this is Allie. She's going to help me document. I think you've met Allie before. So give me the update on what's been going on with you the last 13 months or so.
Had 4 hip replacements in 2019, went into 2020. All got infected. All of them hardware, the things that's not supposed to get infected, got infected. I went in 2020, they put the 4th one in now, just made 10 months. This day we're trying to hold on. This one is going out, which we knew that already. Avas necrosis has gotten real bad. It has a big piece of black on it. What they're gonna try to do, because I just made 4 months in 2 weeks, almost 3 weeks. It's real early. They're gonna go ahead and just try to go to cameras and scrape and clean and get it out tore from her. Got a torn labrum. I'm hurting pretty bad between my legs, my testicles, everything right now. Sitting down feels, my bone feel like it's pressing up against me.
Back up. When you have a full hip replacement, they should take your labrum out.
That was this side.
Okay.
Now we've gone to this side.
Okay, so the left side's been stable for 10 months.
Yeah. And now
Right side, you don't have any hardware in it.
Nothing. Now
Okay.
Because
So what he's gonna try is to just go in there and
what's bad.
Okay.
Clear it out and give me a little pressure, give me a little time to heal a little further, because
because the left side got infected and that
So
was
many
all
times,
the big
every
mess.
time.
Okay.
going into this year.
Okay.
So then
Okay.
she just tore my back out and had to go higher and go down lower.
She Wilson,
Diane
Dr.
Wilson
Wilson.
again. I just made 4 months in 3 weeks. My hardware at the lower part didn't fuse now. We just found that day because I'm hurting. I'm tumbling over. I can't hold myself up hardly.
What
She scared I
level?
might fracture. I think she said L4 and 5. L3, 4, 5, something like that.
Okay.
And we possibly think it might fracture. I'm putting force on it, and I can't go back up as much, and I'm going down. She said, the more I'm going down, it's causing those bones are moving so bad they're not even connected no more. They're just moving around. So when I move, I hurt. I lay down, I hurt. Everything's like out of whack right now.
Okay. Remind me who did your left hip replacement?
Dr. Deheshi.
And is he the one that's going to go in and
He
clean
got
out the
scared.
right?
He said he couldn't. He got scared
Okay.
because everything he put in me is not supposed to get infected. And all the doctors got hung. He sent me to Dallas. They told him, his colleagues over him, he gonna have to fix that. He can't leave me like this. So he had to go back in. This time, this is going on. He's scared to touch me because everything happened. So he referred me to Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper knows me, has worked on my knees. He said, I'll go ahead and do it. I can't leave you like this. He said, concerning me is that I don't want you to get infected because no advice we can give you. Concerning if you do get this and they collapse or break, I have to go back in there. There's so much they can have. So I'm taking the chance of that. He wanted to go ahead and just do it. I'm like, well, I can't do it with my body. I died like on February 12th. I stayed on ventilator machine for days.
I remember you telling me that.
So it's like I'm at a risk where I don't know what to do, but I'm painted like this. I can't live like this. So I'd rather take the risk.
I know.
Because I can't be like this every day. It's like the surgery I had, they only got a little bit together and the other fell. It's like, how many times can this?
So where we left it last time, okay, so I'm the one who prescribed the Forteo initially, if you remember, and I know she remembers, but I don't have the date on here, but I know he took 4 total May of.
Sorry, I have it up here.
Can't do that no
May
No, I
18.
know. Yeah, May of 2018. Okay, 4 doses. He had a significant allergic reaction. The ER doctor called me. Allergic response, okay? So in 2015, Timlos was FDA approved, okay? And we've talked about this. I want to reiterate. So Timlos is another bone building drug, okay? So Forteo, allergic response, generic name is teriparatide. Okay, Timlos generic name is a balaparatide. So chemically they're similar. It's like somebody being sensitive or allergic to Claritin. That's kind of a bad example, but maybe say Lipitor, and then Crestor, right? So they're in the same family. Chemically they're a little different. Previously, so back up, 2.5 years ago, he had such a bad response that I wasn't willing to try Timlos, okay? The other caveat is when Timlos was FDA approved, its only FDA indication is for postmenopausal females,
No.
which is not him.
No, yeah.
So it was kind of like, well, I mean, it's not indicated for males. You've had such a bad reaction. Let's see how, now I saw him a year ago, right? September of 19, you'd actually gone over to the UT Southwestern Bone Mineral Metabolism Clinic.
Yeah.
You know, they kind of said the same thing. I'm the same thing. I'm not a big fan of any sort of anti-resorptive. So working on the slowing the bone loss side of the bone cycle while we're healing, fusing, right? About to go undergo another surgery. Even though it's not a total hip, it's a clean out, hopefully labral repair, to use some layman's terms, you know, with Dr. Pepper. But at the same time, knowing what you've been through over this last month, number one, Timlos. I know it's not indicated for males. I've used it in males. My counterparts used it in males, okay? It's a possibility. 2, it's dosed. The full dose is 80 micrograms, which is equivalent to Forteo's 20, okay? So don't get confused with the number, right? The pen, it's a dial. So meaning it takes 8 clicks to load the full dose, whereas Forteo, remember, the pen just pulled out. So I had to give you the full dose, right? I couldn't say pull out just a little way, you know. If we wanted to go down that road, and that's a you and me and you discussion, because I don't want to land you in the hospital. I don't want to have any big bad side effects, but thinking about him and what, I mean, I've seen him for going on 3 years, right? And what he's had to go through. And like you said, you don't want to risk the infection because of what happened. But you also can't live like this. We've talked nutrition. You know, back in the day, you were a chef. I mean, good.
I'm already lost. I'm at 165. They can sign it because I can't. I just did the camera. I can't keep feet down. As I eat, I was swelling up. I had a big knot, my pancreas, everything. I just had cameras stuck down and found out I was bleeding somewhere bad. I was getting blood every week. I just stopped bleeding somewhere. I just did the camera this month and found out I slowed down the bleeding, couldn't find the bleeding anymore, which was good. So, but I had doctors turn me down. I would not touch you, bro. I mean, I'm with the dials all over. Man, you're like a time bomb. So right now, just my life is just like, you know, how much more can I take? Like sitting here is killing me. I mean, Miss Lady, like I'm breaking apart. My bones feel like, if I move, it's gonna fry like a piece of cracker. I'm just scared to move. I mean, I know I've been here so many times. If I move somewhere, it's gonna pop. I can feel it. So I think she said it was L3 and L4 what the problem was at. So yes, the scan that we did today, it's lower than the last time we did it. So September of 2011, I actually had to physically average this, but you were at 1.367. Anything above 1.35, oops, I got your toe, that's my fault. Looks like this. This is good bone quality, okay? So he was there September of 19. His best values in September of 19 were this level and this level, okay? So today, you're down to 1.280, which means you're in between that good bone quality and the poor. So you're not as soft as this, right? So you're a little bit better, right? But we're not quite as strong as this. But the biggest difference is that L4, like Dr. Wilson is saying, has decreased from good normal all the way to down this, okay? So yeah, so it was this way last year, and then it is measuring less than 1.2. That was you said.
L3, the level above it, is still measuring in the good zone, and you can appreciate, remember, green is good, right? And so you have good green around the hardware. L2 is in the middle, right? And then L1 is in the middle as well. So these two could be better. L3 is your best, but L4 has decreased quite a bit. So that's where I mean, I'm showing you, right? Dr. Wilson's showing you. I know. The question, I mean, he's not a candidate for any, any medicines that slow the tear down of the osteoclast cells, right? I'm not sure how much you've shared with her.
Yeah, she knows all of it.
Yeah, and so, but the bone builders, again, that's the Forteo. I'm going to show you this. Just keep thinking. So what I mean by dialing is 1 click, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 clicks equals full dose at 80 micrograms. For you, if we decided to start it, I realize it's not indicated for gentlemen.
Would it cause me?
It would not cause you to turn into a female. No. I've heard that question before.
I'm just going
We're not going to start singing soprano. I know. So, but I know.
This is overwhelming, man.
But I know it is. And you know how much from day one, right? As far as wanting that Forteo to...
Yeah, I've been trying everything.
I know.
I just want to live as long as
I know you do. And Kleenex is behind you. I know. We got them all teary-eyed. I mean, the question is, do we want to try 1 click?
What else can I do? I'm falling apart. I'm literally falling apart.
And I told you that's not allowed.
Yeah?
I know.
You say, thank you, sorry.